Legend of Total War here, and today we're going to be doing another Hall of Shame video. Now, I was away for 2 weeks in England, and during that time you guys sent in quite a few replays with Alt F4s. I'm still unsure what to refer to the term, because I think we should just call those that force a draw, as in, you know, it just abruptly before the time runs out as a draw, Alt F4ing. If you're winning and then suddenly you get a defeat, that's a drop hack. That's somehow they're cheating in that regard. And if they're just running out the timer, waiting for the 20 minutes to run out, that's neither. That's just cheese or whatever. And like I said, as far as tactics are concerned, I don't care. I'm just talking about things that are because the way quick battles work in regard to the ladder is broken, and in a small way, this is my small way of trying to, I guess, help it a little bit, at least until a patch comes through that fixes multiplayer. I have brought this up with Creative Assembly. They were very responsive to what I had to say in regard to multiplayer. I think that they will do something in regard to it. It's just how long it's going to take, I don't know. It might be something that we see in the next game. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it. We've got 10 replays I want to get through, and 4 of them are from me. What am I doing? I'm not looking at the leaderboard today. Okay, so replays. I've got so many fucking replays. I've still got to bloody deal with the tournament as well. So much work backed up being away for 2 weeks. So, okay, first one is Tribunus Militari versus the AI. The AI is the one who sent me the replay, which obviously yields that this guy is apparently the drop hacker, the Alt F4er. I haven't watched all of the replays because obviously there's a lot to go through, and I don't have time to like fine tooth detail everything. Oh, I have watched this one. Oh, this one is hilarious. Okay, you gotta watch this. This is. Just keep an eye on the birdie. He hits his own unit with the Luminarch. I mean, that Luminarch is so fucking powerful. I wouldn't say it's overpowered because it's very much like a glass cannon. Like it's very powerful, but it can go down very quickly as well. Anyway, so that's Tribunus Militari already losing his captain. I'm pretty sure it comes back, but chasing off a bat. That was a very good decision by the AI to send the bat. The military is very highly ranked. Now, that being said, I've fallen for this bullshit as well, so I can't sit there and say, what an idiot he chased after that thing. If you guys remember that Beastman thing where summoned the Manticore and I went chasing after it, killed the Manticore only to get fucked in the ass. But that was a good battle because it taught me not to do that ever again. Okay, so since we've got 10 battles to go through, we've got to go through fairly quickly. We're just basically looking at the balance of power and how things are going, making a judgment call on how the battle's going. Alright, so we've got this White King coming around here. Obviously, can recognise the threat of the Temple Hoth Luminarch. And he's coming straight for it. He's coming straight through it like a fucking snow machine. Just plowed right through it. And, yeah, smashing that up. Now, while that's going on, they're smashing Vlad up. They actually pushed him out of the net area, but he's still netted. Vlad von Carstein can actually be a real pain in the ass to kill because you think you've almost killed him and then he just starts healing like a fucking madman. But of course he's got limited healing, so he can't regenerate to full. I guess Creative Assembly, because they introduced limited healing when they introduced him, and they realized if they didn't release limited healing, he was invincible. Because he heals so fucking fast. Because he's got multiple abilities that allow him to heal. Some of them very quickly. Anyway, so battle's going on. The balance of power in the favour of the vampire counts. Only 30 seconds left to the battle. That Luminarch is getting messed up. The infantry is getting destroyed. The Empire infantry. You can see Vlad recovering very quickly. And there we have it. So, looking at that, it's, you know, it looks like he Alt F4'd just basically, the moment he sort of realised that he wasn't going to win, or wasn't likely to win, and Alt F4'd out of it. Now, Tribuni Militares has gone up against... I've been paired with him in quick battles many times, and he's dropped out against me every single time. I think he refuses to fight Bretonnia players, which is, fair enough. So, but he's going on the Hall of Shame now for that. Because he's very highly ranked, but he's not a good player. He shot himself in the back with the Luminarch, so whatever. So that's Alt F4. So yeah, if you go up against him, my recommendation, don't go and send hate that way. I don't want people dossing people at all. That's not what this is about. This list is here so that you guys can hopefully memorize these names, or just keep it in a list or whatever. And if these names come up in quick battles, you can then make a conscious decision on whether or not you want to risk fighting them. Now, like I said, this is not about cheese. I don't give a shit about cheese. I'm not going to alert you to cheese, because I use cheese. It'd be a hypocrite for me to say that otherwise. This is about people who are literally cheating. And I mean, I've had people argue saying, well, cheese is cheating. No, you're just being a whinger. Okay, Snowball is me versus Justin. Because I change my name all the time so that people don't know it's me. Now, funny thing is, this is my anti-chaos army. Now, I'm coming up with a cheese rating system, because not all cheese is the same. So a rating between 1 and 10. Now, I would rate... Now, of course, you're more than welcome to disagree with me and present an argument as to why it probably will be higher or lower up on the cheese scale. But I rank this army 3 out of 10 for cheese, as in my army. Now, the funny thing is, his army is cheese as well, because all his board is chosen. But the thing is, it's bad cheese. Not all cheese is super powerful, because he's only got 2 unit types. I've got more unit types. So, very unbalanced army. I don't know how he expects to ever win any battles with this, because even if I had bought a balanced army, I could have crushed this, because I would have bought some archers, some artillery, or something like that. And, against Chaos, may or may not have bought flyers. But yeah, this would not have been difficult to defeat, even with a normal army. So anyway, he's made the attempt to try and fight, because he's using magic. So at this point, because I really need to reiterate, there is one condition in which you may Alt F4 out of a battle, and it's completely acceptable. And that is, if you're going up against someone who is definitely using cheese, even if it's like 1 out of 10 cheese rating, and it's within like the first 30 seconds. Or, if his army's hidden, once the army becomes revealed. So if you're up against cheese and you see, oh my god, fucking cheese, and you Alt F4 out of it, do it quickly. Because if you attempt to beat the cheese, and when you're losing you Alt F4 out of it, that's not acceptable. And I don't want to hear any whinging about it either. You can give your justifications and all that kind of shit, but the Magnus gave a good explanation for it, and I'm going with that. And any other whinging or whining in regard to, oh, but it was cheese, so I was justified, even though you tried to make a win of it, it's not on. You still cheated. And so there we go with that. He dropped out because I was guaranteed to win that one. There was nothing he could do. In fact, I was guaranteed to win it even if I didn't bring this army. But it's not that bad of an army. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of cavalry and everything, but hey, he didn't bring any cavalry, and I get criticised from my peasants fan for not bringing any cavalry. Well, whatever. Alright, so, next battle. So, Justin goes on as the thing. Okay, so the next one is up against Zeva Bobby, up against Nubalicious. Nubalicious is me. I think the next 3, including this one, are me, and then all the ones after that are other people. So, sometimes I name myself something ridiculous, sometimes it's not ridiculous. But anyway, this is an army that I was experimenting with for a while. I kept changing things around. It is probably on the cheese scale about a 9 out of 10. The premise of this idea is to stay out of combat as long as possible, and as in melee combat, and just get rid of just one unit of leadership. This was an anti-empire build, and I ended up I deleted this preset because I was only winning half my battles. It just wasn't effective. People were beating it, so I was just like, no, I'm not using it. I'm better off using Empire versus Empire, because I'm not very good with vampire counts. I mean, you could also argue, why not just use a normal army? Yeah, I felt like using cheese. So if you don't want to go up against it, Alt F4 out of it at the beginning of the match. So I decided to Spirit Leech the Light Wizard, because I felt that was more of a threat than the general of the Empire, because my flying good squad could very easily kill that. And the thing is, it would take up less spirit leeches to finish off a light wizard. Now, this is a whole lot of kiting around. Now, the downside to using this strategy is that obviously it takes a lot of time to implement this, because you're kiting around using the spirit leech. And also, I tried to waste his ammunition as much as possible. He's tried to send his knights to go and catch my hidden. Well, I tried to hide direwolves at the back, because what I do is I get into the fight, after killing the general, and I send them the direwolves around to go and chase down routing units. That's what they're for, so they don't come back. Also, another thing to note, another weakness of this build is if they take out all my ground forces, I have to send my flying units on the ground, heavily weakening them. So yeah, I overcasted that one and didn't kill it, but he didn't like where that was going. Didn't get a chance to use the net of Amontok, which I knew was going to fuck me. That's why I targeted it, and he dropped out. So Ziva Bobby is going on the Hall of Shame. I mean, you can argue that it was cheese. He had every right to Alt F4 out of it at the beginning of the match, which he didn't do. He attempted to win. Okay, next one is me again versus Ocean City 190. So this is my Empire. This was 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for cheese, probably. No, I'd say 9 out of 10. I think I can up cheese it a little bit more. It's a very strong build for the Empire. Because over the past few days I've been experimenting with cheese. Because basically I came back from the UK and found people just fucking cheesing the shit out of the game. And I just thought, if you can't beat them, join them. So I just thought, fuck it. If it's going to be that toxic, I'll just become toxic myself. But of course sometimes you don't go up against cheese. You can't tell. It doesn't let you know if it's going to be cheese or not. And how do you define cheese? Everyone's got a different opinion on what cheese is. So we're just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm not going to make any friends, but who cares? I'm here to make friends. Anyway, so like I said, there is a way out of doing this. If you don't attempt to make a win, if you don't attempt to fight, and Alt F4 out of it, I accept it. But that's not what happened. So I decided to Flock of Doom, because all of the units were close by. Even though it miscasted, it still did so much damage to all that stuff. And we're getting in the Feral Manticores. He's tried to shoo us away, but mostly just passive. And another reason why I came up with these builds is because there's so many fucking campers in this quick battle scene. So many people just like to sit there and do nothing, and then they complain when you don't come at them. They just sit there and go, "Oh, aren't you going to do anything, you bitch?" When they're just camping. And so I'm just like, if people are going to be this rude, I'm just going to cheese them out myself. So yeah, that was a good one there. Look at all that damage. And so yeah, I'm just doing that. The balance of power hell in my favour, and then he ends it because he doesn't like what's going on there. So the Hall of Shame is going to get fairly large at this rate. Okay, next one. I think it's me again. Yeah, aggro is me versus Tyrion. Tyrion, I think, was ranked 50 at the time. Another Bretonia. Bretonian peasant spam. Which, again, on the cheese scale, I would rank this a 1 out of 10 for cheese. Because all it is just not bringing Bretonia's worst units. And if you think cheese is not bringing your worst units, then I don't know. I think you're a bit of a whinger, but whatever. So this one went on for 9 minutes. So before the Alt F4 happened. So aggro is me. I played as aggro. So like I said, I will do a lot of dirty things in battle, but you will never see me Alt F4 out of a match. I won't ever do it. If I do it, I'll be pretty hypocritical. I won't even Alt F4 out of a match if they bring cheese. I just deal with it. As in, even at the start of the match. So we're generating a lot of things. We've got to move on to other battles. It's just a very slow-paced battle. Not much going on at the moment. Artillery hitting some stuff. I think it did a lot of damage to the damsel. That's what I was targeting. Yeah. Then we came down over here. Nothing particularly special about the battle. It's just a battle going on. Balance of power is slightly in my favour. I think this build is actually very strong against the peasant spam. So the thing is, now that I've showed you guys this build, if you go up against Bretonia and use it, I think people are going to use Bretonia a lot less. So, I mean, use it at your discretion. I mean, if you're so against using units that are strong, I don't know, put up with it. That's all I can say. You're really your own worst enemy. Otherwise, don't play quick battles. Go stick to your tournaments. This is why I don't go to tournaments, because of the restrictive playstyle. I'm just not interested in hearing people circle jerk themselves, saying how good they are when they limit everything so much. Because the thing is, battles are about, micro is one part of the battle, and there's a lot more to it than that. History, there's tenacity, patience, a lot of other elements, and I think tournaments don't really represent that. That's why I don't participate in them. Also, another reason I don't participate is that they're a sinkhole of time for me. Okay, so he came down. Oh, that's right. This is way quick, because he came down here with his paladin and tried to attack my spearmen. I tried to attack my cannons, but my demigryphs were right there. We may not have seen because I was just brushing through it, but and my demigryph knights got him, and they can't get back up. So Tyrion's going on the Hall of Shame. Now, also, guys, if you don't agree with any of my judgments here, feel free. Not everything is set in stone. I'm more than happy to change my mind if you're able to give me a well-balanced argument. But don't come to me and start throwing insults. Because if you throw any insults my way, I will fucking just delete the comment. I'm not interested in listening to someone who can't present an argument without insults. It's stupid. Okay? Because like I said, I don't give a shit about making friends. Because I just don't care. I'm not here to make friends in the tournament community. Very soon I'm going to be leaving the quick battle scene, because I just don't care that much. I'm only doing it because I'm just bored of the campaign. And the thing is, everyone wants to play differently, and the mindset that everyone should play in the same way, or should understand an unspoken rule, I think is bullshit. History if you look at history, that has just never happened. There have been generals that have broken the rules of engagement, or gone outside thought outside the box, or anything like that, and they are the most celebrated generals in history. And I model myself off those people, as opposed to, the people that went in honorably and fucking got their entire nation wiped out because they had honor. Honor's great and everything, but when it gets your family killed and gets your nation killed, you're better off actually have been a bit more tenacious. Okay, so which one did we just watch? Let's watch this one. That's the last of them from me. The next one is TICO versus Mad Vlad. So Mad Vlad is the one that sent in this one. Now I've watched this replay, but I'm not 100% on it. Obviously, TICO, very well known. I've gone up against him many times. I've never lost against him. Not a good player at all, and he's ranked 10. He uses, I would call this cheese to be like a 6 out of 10. It's not full cheese. I mean, it's quarter can. It's just I don't know. You can come up with so much better cheese than this. He loves to corner camp every single time. It's his only thing. Now, I don't have a problem with people only having one tactic in their rulebook. I'm notorious for doing that. In fact, except now I've got two. I've got Bretonia and Empire. I've expanded my base out a little bit. But I don't have a problem with him doing any of this. I have a problem with draw hacks. And I have a problem with the fact that every time I beat him, he never seems to lose any rating points. He's cheating the system somehow. But I actually don't mind going up against him, because I win every single time. I gain so many points by beating him. But the problem is, this one here leads to a draw. Now, funny thing is with this particular battle, though, is that it wasn't decided. So if we just watch it going on, he's shooting the stuff here. He's not making very good use of anything, really. If I was in his position, I would have been cycle charging the big uns. But the big uns are going to overpower this, and if they get to the steam tanks, they're obviously going to fuck it up. I don't know why he puts experience in the steam tanks. It seems like a waste. Like I said, TICO is not a good player by any measure, so he drew it out of that one. But if we saw the balanced power, it wasn't out of his favor. But if we look at things tactically, he was about to get fucked up. Because as soon as this line's gone, those Orc Boy Biggins are going to come in there and just fuck this up like crazy. And then he's going to be forced to get down the ground, and it's over for him at that point. But the funny thing is, though, he did rout the general, but didn't kill it. So the chance for victory was still there for him, but he decided to draw it. So for that, TICO is going on the Hall of Shame, but he's only going on the Hall of Shame for Alt F4ing out of the battle, not for his cheese. I don't have a problem with his cheese because it's so easy to beat. In fact, if TICO, if you're watching that, keep doing your cheese. It's all good. I like beating you. But that being said, don't you dare Alt F4 out of it. Okay, so the next one is... hang on a second here. Okay, so some of these replays were sent in by the same person, but their email didn't match the names on here, so I don't know which one's which. I don't know which one was sent it. Like, here's the thing, guys. If you send me in a replay, please tell me which you're playing as, because this doesn't tell me who sent in the replay. And sometimes it's not obvious who won or lost. Alright, so we've watched this one. Okay, so this one here. I don't know who sent... I've watched this, but I don't know who sent it in. Anyway, let's go with this. Now, this one here, I don't think either of them are going to be sent in on the Hall of Shame for this one. But let's just have a look. Like I said, if you sent in this email to me, I've got your email address, but I can't link. I don't know which one is your Steam ID, and I need that more than your email address. So, and the thing is, with this particular battle, because it's very important that I don't make mistakes, because otherwise, if I get the wrong person as a draw hacker, that can be very bad. Makes me look like an idiot. So please give me more information when you send in the draws, the replays. Let's watch that again. Sorry, I really should pay a bit more attention. That was where is it? Draw number 6, I think it was. It's only in a minute. Oh no, it was number 7. Fuck me sideways. Yeah, because if you don't tell me who you were in the battle, it's hard. Just give me a little bit of information. That's all I'm saying. So we've already seen this. It was number 7. So we've still got 4 more to look at. Yeah, this one here. So I don't know if it was Ares or Kyrens, whichever. Since this battle's only a minute long, let's have a look at it. Not in fast motion. Okay, so the Chaos side. Oh, that's how you can tell, because Ares sent it in because he's in the green. That's how you can tell. Duh, fucking brain. Alright, so it was sent in by Ares, right. So that means this guy here Alt F4 out of the battle. Now this battle only goes for a minute. Now, Judge McCullough, I want to have a look at this. I think I've gone up against Ares before. I don't know. He may have actually beaten me once, I don't know. But it's hard to remember every single time. Alright, so... there hasn't been any engagement. I think with this one here, there was no actual engagement. Like, he moved forward, the vampire account player. Nothing has happened. Blood Knights. Why'd you put experience on your Blood Knights? Generally speaking, putting experience in... yeah, see... there was no engagement. He simply decided not to fight the... but it looks like he was the Chaos was about to spawn... no, he was about to use Breath or something. And then what he Alt F4 out of it. This one doesn't make sense. I'm going to give this one a free pass because there had been no engagement. No fighting had commenced. A spell he had made the first move on a spell by the look of it. And then that was it. So neither... yeah, this isn't going to go down the Hall of Shame because of... it's too hard to tell. The battle hadn't even started. I guess maybe he had to go to the toilet or something like that and just was like, I'm just going to Alt F4 out of this, it's fine, it's only the start of the match because I gotta take a shit. I don't know. So I'm not going to put that on the Hall of Shame because it wasn't... like, don't get me wrong, you shouldn't Alt F4 out of a match. Just if you need to take a shit, just hold it. Unless you're going to shit yourself. But it's too hard to tell. Yeah, see, Ares sent me in another one. Yeah, that's right, because I did get multiple emails from the same person. Okay, so I guess it's going to be, we're watching Ares again. He's playing as the Empire against Warriors of Chaos. So yeah, I'm not putting the other guy in the Hall of Shame, just because it's too close to tell. The thing is, what we're trying to stop is people cheating their way out of a defeat. There was no way to tell who was going to win or lose that one. I mean, yeah, you could say, oh well, maybe the Chaos Army was better. I've gone up against better armies that what I brought, and I've still beaten them, and I've gone up against worse armies that have beaten me. It happens. All right, so we have. So he's moving out there. What do you bring? Pretty standard army. No cheese. So Flock of Doomed over here. I don't think that's necessarily a good choice because, like, it did a lot of damage to the Chaos Warhounds, but it does like nothing to individual units. And like doesn't do much to Dragon Ogres either, just because Dragon Ogres have a ton of health. So I would have used up a bit of magic. But it's not like he still can't get that magic. He didn't want the Manticore, he didn't bring the spell. It's unusual. So what's going on here? There's only 2 minutes left of the battle. Chaos is moving up. Yeah, that's a much better choice for the Flock of Doom. Still hard to judge whether that's actually worth it. Yeah, Chaos Sorcerer in the back here. Why did he leave that there? But he saw it and wanted to take it out. I think this is what may have caused the Alt F4. We'll see if it happens right after this guy gets taken down. Because the Chaos Sorcerer is reasonably expensive and is getting taken down by some fairly cheap units. For hero units. So this, looking at it, probably would have cost him about 1,000. A little bit more than 1,000 each for these. But it's more of a case of just being gangbanged by these guys. Bounce back, moving ever so slightly in Empire's favour. The Chaos Sorcerer is not bad at fighting. He's done considerable damage here. And then, yeah, the moment it starts to waver, the guy Alt F falls out of it. So yeah, even though it's very early on in the match, that is Hall of Shame material. So, SH Spaniard, yeah, go win the Hall of Shame. Now, if you want to get out of the Hall of Shame, wait till the end of the video and I'll explain how to get out of the Hall of Shame. Okay, so that was number 8. Now for number 9. I'm pretty sure... Hang on, this guy... There's another one with HS Spaniard. Was it this guy that sent in the replay? So Federignoli. Yeah, look, we got a double case of drawhack in here. This guy's guilty of it twice, possibly. So he's chosen this Chaos, a very similar army. Slight cheese with two giants. I don't have a problem with it. I'd rate it probably 1 out of 10 for cheese. Alright, so it's another 3-minute battle. We haven't had a player that's been put on here twice. So I'll probably put a ×2 on there for people that are double offenders. So yeah, I mean, you can justify, if one person, if you've watched one of the things and you thought, well, they were justified in what they did there, and you want to fight them. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you some information. But I would, if this does turn out to be a significant drop, which looks like because the vampire counts in favour already, quite significantly, I would say don't fight this guy. Don't ever fight him if he's going to act like this. So that would have been a second drawhack sent to me within a 2-week period. So what's going on? Another Spirit Leech. He's got no means by which to attack that. So what are you doing? Are you trying to avoid combat until this? I mean, if that's the case, that's a little bit of cheese, but I don't have a problem with it. So you got a Necromancer on the corpse cart. What are you doing? So we've got about a minute left. He's doing something. This Chaos Sorcerer... Oh, hang on. I thought it didn't have any abilities, but it does. Oh, I see. It used Arcane Conduit. Yep. That's it. Dropping down the things. Getting ready to fight. 50 seconds left. So he's targeting this and... Ooh, significant damage. But it'll heal. And... What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, Manfred, what are you doing? Okay, he's losing his Chaos Sorcerer. Oh! That can't have been good. So he would have been pretty pissed off at that, because he missed his chance to get the Necromancer. That was his only opportunity. Only chance to do it, and hit a tree. So you can see he hasn't made any other moves. He's considering Alt F4ing. Yeah. Alright, HS Spaniard is on my double shit list for this. This is definitely a clear-cut case of this guy can't fucking handle anything not going his way. If you ever go up against this guy, fucking this guy's a do not play. He's the first person on the double shit list. That was totally unacceptable. I mean, you clearly just lost that battle. So, well, even then, you probably could have actually possibly turned it around. I don't know. But, yeah, that's bullshit right there. So he's getting that, times 2. Okay, the last one is Razorback versus Hugo. Alright, well, let's... So Razorback is the... I think I've gone up against Hugo before. So he's gone with the Peasant Spam. So Razorback is the one that sent in the thing. Thing is, I consider the Peasant Spam to be actually quite good against Greenskins. So I'm interested to see how this battle goes. It's only 4 minutes long. Why'd you move your forces there? Oh, right. No. Greenskin player just camping. Not cool. Okay, now making some moves forward. Neither side wanting to engage. He's kind of just scouting at this point. Now he goes in for the fight and gets his entire leadership killed. No, this is even worse than that. The greenskin player was defeated despite winning. He's getting a ×2 for that. Because that's an actual draw hack. So if you ever go up against Hugo, my advice is he's on a do not play list. Do not play against him. Because he was clearly losing that battle and draw hacked out of it. I don't even know how you do that. I've never had that done to me. I'd be so pissed off if it did. Because he lost those 3 units earlier on in the match. I mean, it was so stupid of him to even go up against to do it that way. He should have sent his infantry in first. I mean, yeah, there's 3 Doom Divers or whatever. Either that or just sit there and wait the time out. I don't have a problem with doing that, but you're just impatient. Totally unacceptable. I don't know how people do that. This draw hacking business. Anyway, that's the 10 Hall of Shamers. Well, actually, it's technically 9 Hall of Shamers because this guy here, we're not putting him in the Hall of Shame because I just couldn't tell. And TICO's going in the Hall of Shame for that, even though it was a bit iffy. But Yeah, anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys. There are still more replays that you guys have sent me, and I will be covering them in a video in a couple of days. I just need to look over. I've still got so many other things to do. Probably going to have another 7 in the next one. I don't know. If you want to send in some more replays, I'm happy to do them. I will look at every single one of them. Some of these replays I watched it for the first time right now. And if you're one of the players that have been put on the Hall of Shame, don't come here and bitch and complain about it. Get in touch with me. My email address is totalwarlegend@gmail.com. I'll hook you up with the person who you alt F4'd out of. What you need to do is get into a quick battle with them and concede defeat. Give them the win that you deprived them, and then you get off the Hall of Shame. It's quite simple. And then when they send in the replay and I look at it, and I've seen that you've done that, then you get off the Hall of Shame. But until then, you stay on it. And like I said, it's not about cheese. This is about alt F4ing out of the battle, and alt F4ing and drop hacking. I'm not here to put a stop to cheese, because I don't give a shit, because I know there is nothing you can do about that. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, and we'll see you next time. Fuckers.